I like the potato soup, sausage soup, kale soup that they have. That's the one I can
Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. Let it shine. It is time for one and all to live the dream, answer the call. Answer the call. There is enough love in your heart to change the world, change the world. Yeah! Shine the light into the world. Come on now, let us shine. Shine the light into the world. Hey, shine the light into the world. Come on now, let it shine. One by one we'll plant the seed. Plant the seed. Wherever there is a need, there's a need. We are the very hands of love, reaching out into the world. Yeah! Shine the light into the world. Come on, let's be that light now. Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. Oh, yeah, let's shine.
Oh, break it down, sister, sister.
We reach a place in our human evolution. People get ready for the love revolution. For every problem, we are the solution. Now is the time to put on your shine. Where is God in the midst of tragedy? But living in the hand and heart of humanity. Answer the call and love will set you free. Now is the time to put on your shine. Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. Shine the light, yeah.
Come what?
The time is right. We must unite to fight the fight, brothers and sisters. Shine your light. Shine the light into the world. For justice, for peace, for freedom. Shine the light into the world.
You gotta love the light. Oh, come what may.
Shine the light into the world. Shine the light into the world. The world needs your love. Oh, shine the light into the world. Come on, let's shine our light now. Do it. Shine the light into the world. Come on, people, let's shine that light. Shine the light into the world. I'll just dance.
Thank you, beautiful music ministry in our band. And welcome, everyone. Hello, Unity. How are we today? Yay. Woo. Okay. I'm Susan Kimball, and I'll be your announcement girl today. So, food pantry, we need some donations. So if you have any change to spare so our cupboard won't be bare, please donate today to keep hunger at bay. You can do money, you can do, I like going to Costco and getting some extra non-perishables, not glass, for our little pantry. You can also, if you have some toys for the kitties or doggies, you can do that too for our animals. All right, and we need volunteers for a few things, and this one especially, our Spiritual Social Action Program lead. It requires you to manage the ministries and team leads under Spiritual Social Action. So that includes the free little pantry, recycling, pet ministry, free library, community projects, and so on. So it's there's a lot going on, but it's a lot of fun. And so please, if that's of interest to you, contact Reverend Brenda. And Qigong is today at noon, 12 to 1 in the Not today. Not today. Okay, because here we're having the town hall meeting today. So not today. So today is the town hall meeting, the potluck. It'll be right after services. And there's a suggestion box in the cafe for topic requests or anonymous questions. So you can do that right away afterwards, and then we'll have the meeting. So please join us. We want to make sure that everyone gets all their questions answered today. So the sensory immersion experience, that will be April 23rd, noon in the history room. And so that's $10, pay at the door, and you can RSVP to Amber with your name and email. So join us for that. That should be really cool. All right, and so now it is time for meditation and prayer. So if you will, just lower your gaze or close your eyes and just get comfortable. And let's take a deep breath in and out. I breathe in peace. I breathe out worry. I breathe in love. I breathe out stress. I breathe in joy. And I breathe out anything that I need to let go of right here, right now. And I take this time to meditate and think about peace. How can I bring peace to myself first? What can I do to allow that worry or stress or upset or anger to just fall away and be in a place of peace? I connect to that divine source to get that peace. And as I am here, I ask, how can I bring peace to my family, to my friends? What can I do to help bring peace to them? And how can I bring peace to my community? Peace, joy, love, whatever it needs. What can I do? One person does make a difference. What can I do today, this week, this month to bring peace to my community? And how can I bring peace to the world? And I know that each one of us, as we sit in this meditation and ponder that bringing that peace, that love, that joy, and sending it out to those around us, to the world, it does make a difference. And that's one thing that we can do right here, right now, to bring that peace, that love, that joy to this world. So let's take a little time to just contemplate that and bring in that joy and peace and love, first to ourselves, and then sending it out to all around us. divine source is in all as all. The divine source is love, is peace, is joy, and I am one with this source and one with each and every person in the sanctuary today and watching online. One with all in my community and one with everyone around the world. And I know that as I fill myself with peace and joy and love, that it changes everything. It changes my body chemistry. It changes my mind and my spirit. Everything is lighter. Everything is filled with joy and laughter. And I know then that as I send this out to those I love, friends, family, community, and the world, that it connects with every single person, and that change has already begun. And I'm so grateful for that divine source that brings this peace, this love, this joy. Grateful to be able to send it out to others and create change in the world. So grateful for the beautiful Unity congregation, for our wonderful music ministry, and for Reverend Brenda's message today. It's filled with immense gratitude. And I release these words knowing it is so, with ease, grace, love, and joy. And so it is. Amen.
So now we're going to ask the congregation to stand with us. And we are going to affirm that we've got the power to be anything we want, to create what we need. And there are no limitations except for what we can perceive.
I got the power, you got the power, we got the power.
Come on.
I got the power, you got the power, we got the power.
Here it is.
I got the power, you got the power, we got the power.
Come on.
I got the power, you got the power, we got the power.
Oh, yeah.
Let's clap.
I got the power to make all my dreams come true. I got the power, there's nothing I can't do, no. I got the power to be anything I want. I got the power inside of me. I got the power inside of me. Every day I'm wasting my time thinking that someone else is gonna do it all for me. I've got to get up, get out, get it, just get started. Take one step towards my destiny. I'll define my direction with clear-cut intention. Declare what will be and then watch it come to me. Well, I got the power to make all my dreams come true. I got the power, there's nothing I can't do. Oh, I've got the power to be anything I want now. I've got the power inside of me. I've got the power inside of me. There are days when I feel I'm just no good.
No good.
Days when I don't even want to try. But when I stop, look and listen and surrender, I hear a voice of truth that can't deny. It says, you know you can do it, just get down to it. Have faith in yourself and the will to see it through. Well, I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I've got the power, there's nothing I can't do. Oh, those times when I feel so frightened and it seems that I just can't go on. I've got to look deep inside, 'cause that's when I'll find the power, the power, the power inside of me. Yeah. Well, I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I got the power, there's nothing I can't do, no. I got the power to be anything I want now. I've got the power inside of me. What you say now? I got the power inside of me. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power inside of me. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I've got the power inside of me. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power inside of me.
I live my vision for a peaceful world. To bring about peace in the world, I begin by paying attention to my first reaction when I feel I have been treated unjustly. I do not deny my feelings, but neither do I allow anger, envy, or other negative feelings to take control of my response. I feel my feelings, but I remain committed to living the truth I know. Regardless of behavior, every person is a divine being, a living expression of God. I call upon my divine faculties of love, faith, and strength to guide my next steps. No matter how another responds, I remain centered in God. My efforts make a difference. Peace between individuals creates peace within families, in communities, and among the nations of the world. The effect of righteousness will be peace, and the result of righteousness, quietness, and trust forever. Isaiah 32:17.
And Deb's is the prayer chaplain today, and she will be available for prayer after service in the Peace Chapel.
Talking about this song, and this is something about self-worth, knowing that you can do things just like we've got the power. Goes right along with that same line of thought. There is a garden where dreams come true, a beautiful garden, the garden is you. There is a garden where everything grows, a beautiful garden where love is sown. And in this place of light and love, you can have anything you're dreaming of. There is a garden dreams come true. A beautiful garden, the garden is you. And in this place of light and love, you can have anything that you're dreaming of. There is a garden where dreams come true. Beautiful garden, that garden is you. Such a beautiful garden, the garden is you. A beautiful garden, the garden is who? You.
Well, here we are once again. Woohoo! Yeah? Feeling it? Not feeling it? Yeah? Okay. Last week, I talked about a new life, that we all had a chance for a new life. And so that kind of brought a kind of feelings of like, okay, so new life, where do I go from here? So it's the start of the unknown, right? A new chance, a new possibility, a new way, a new everything. But it's unknown. And then it got me to thinking, some people might have known it, but it's been a year with me being your senior minister. So that kind of went by like that, right? At least it did for me. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, a year? But think about when we started, right? Last April. Everything was unknown. Everything was unknown. What is Brenda going to do now? She's going to come in. She's going to ruin our church. She's going to change everything. Oh, God, it's going to be mass chaos, right? I know some people felt it. You didn't have to say it. I knew it. I got you. But, it's okay. Because that's all a part of the human experience, right? Especially when we go into the unknown. Because the unknown can be what? Scary. It's unknown. It's just, there's no expectations because, there's a caveat there, but how am I going to navigate this void, this not knowing, not having information? I don't know about you, but I am one of those people, like, give me the information. Give me all the information I can gather. Sometimes way too much, and then I'm analyzing things I don't need to be. Like, why are you eating all those jelly beans? Who cares? It can be exhausting, wondering about what is in the unknown. Face the unknown. Today I'm going to talk about what new life for any of you, but then I'm also going to talk about how to start. So what new life? Let's talk about there. What new life? For some people, it's small. For some people, it's big. And, I had it written in my notes. For some people, it's your choice. Well, you know what? Sometimes it's not a choice. Sometimes you're thrusted into a new life, a new way of being. that you didn't even imagine. I mean, this was not my, like, oh, you know, when I get to be X amount of years, I'm going to be a senior minister. No. People that meet me now are going, what? You're a who? You do what? Yep, I sure do. So it can be your choice, and it cannot be your choice too. So let's start with the small ones. Small ones could be a weight loss journey. Small ones could also be, you know, a brand new car, a new house, a new place to live, maybe getting a place to live, maybe having food for the first time in weeks. Small things like divorce, depression, losing loved ones, moving. You know, those are big life-altering changes. And sometimes it is a choice and sometimes it's not, but it is always an opportunity for a new life. That part is your choice. To take that opportunity. Are you going to take it? Like we talked about last Sunday, about resurrecting ourselves, about, you know, tapping into that divinity that we know that is in us. Are you going to do that? Are you going to get excited and be full of zeal and take the opportunity? Or are you going to say, nah, I'm going to sit this one out? It's a choice, and neither one is good or bad. Neither one is good or bad. Sometimes taking that opportunity is just right for you, and other times it's not. Because if you go in there struggling and resisting, like, yeah, I'm going to have this new life, it's not going to work out. I can tell you that by personal experience. It won't. Addiction, that's another new life. And if you're not ready to become sober or to become clean, or if you're addicted to people, there are many addictions, y'all. If you're addicted to people and you're not ready to change, and you go in fighting, or you go in like, yeah, I'll put one foot in, maybe this will work, this stuff, I don't know. That's where the relapse comes. That's where you decide unconsciously, I'm not doing this. It's too scary. It's new. I don't know what to expect. These people are weird. I don't like this. We all have seen that with Unity, right? People come in here, they learn a little bit, they get to know us, and it's just not the right time for them. It's just not the right time. We do want to grow, right? But we have to allow people to come in and out when it is right for them. When it is right for them. When they want that new life. When they want a different way. When they want a different path. It's got to be when they truly feel called to that. So a new life can be anything. Babies, having a baby. Oh my. Whew. Tell you what, I'm still having. It can, you know, that's a lifelong thing. Do you want a new life? Do you want to change? That's a question that you have to ask yourself. Is this so much in my blood that I want this? Because that's when everything will start flowing, and that's when it'll start happening. Charles and Myrtle Fillmore were our co-founders of Unity. And when I was thinking about this, the unknown, I thought, okay, they were around in the late 1800s, early 19th century. So put yourself back then. No computers, no internet, no Google. hey, Google, how do you get to Kansas City? You know, none of that, right? And then Myrtle, if you don't know the story, she had tuberculosis for most of her life, and she was ill, but she knew that there was something different. She knew that there was a different way, because the doctors back then, it was a death sentence. And then she went, her and Charles went to a seminar with E.B. Weeks and heard, I am a child of God, I do not inherit disease, dis-ease. And it hit her like a lightning bolt. I am a child of God. I do not inherit dis-ease. Inherit is the word. I do not inherit. And so, with that, it stirred her up, and she started praying with others. I mean, it's a long story, but to shorten it, she started having sessions with others, praying with them, because at first she did it herself, prayed and meditated for 2 years. And at the end of that 2 years, she was healed from tuberculosis. And then others heard it. There was no internet to go, oh my God, guess what Myrtle did? No Twitter or TikTok or Facebook. Word spread. And so they came, help me, help me, help me. And she did. She sat with them in prayer. She sat with them in meditation. She helped them. And that's the beginning of unity. That's the beginning. But they had no idea what it was going to become today. That's the unknown part. How back then, with such little information, such little technology, did they have the foresight, the understanding, the knowing that this is going to become a movement that is still relevant today? Still relevant today. People might not know it, and people might not want to hear it, but it is. And the younger generation inherently knows it, because they're done with people telling them what to do, how to act, what to say. So they're already on the fast track. But think about Myrtle and Charles. They were going up against everything. Myrtle was in a very traditional religion. And she did not feel a part of that. That was just not for her. Not that it's good or bad, it just was not for her. And so she found something different. She wanted a new life. She wanted to go out into that unknown. To her, it was exciting. Face the unknown. Face the unknown. And she gathered up that excitement. And she got Charles excited about it. Women, if you know, it's not easy to get a man excited about something that you're excited, right? Like, look at my new pair of shoes. Yeah, who cares? No, really, they're magical and they'll take us to faraway places. Yeah, sure. I mean, can you imagine? But she did it. And then Charles came along and he did it. And he had his talents that Myrtle wasn't, she had different talents. She was of nature. She was of prayer. She was of the female energy. And Charles was very much the masculine energy. He had logic. He had understanding. He had ways of connecting things. Eastern and Western religions and faiths, to make it something totally different and new, and to invite others in. Think about that. What if you started something? What if you did something different that nobody ever heard of? you come across a lot of resistance. And that's part of the unknown. Well, I want people to like me. I want people to like what I do. Think about Jesus. Not a lot of people liked him, right? But again, it was important to him to have a different way of being. And so he did. He pushed through that resistance. So how to start? I found in here, this is the story of unity by James Dillett Freeman. And it talks about Charles and Myrtle. And it said, Charles and Myrtle Fillmore had many abilities. They were practical people, teachers, ministers, healers, builders. But they had vision, too. They worked to turn their ideas into magazines and buildings, into restored bodies and renewed minds and illuminated lives. But their ideas soared even beyond their accomplishments. They had the vision of the perfect person in God, and this perfection was their goal. They aimed at the highest, and how high they mounted. They aimed at eternal life, and how much of life they won. Not only for themselves, but for how many others. Because they lived close in thought and aspiration to God, there was about them an atmosphere of spirituality that those who were near felt it. It starts with you. That's how it starts, with you. Can you imagine somebody coming up to you? I just want to be in your presence because of your glow. Well, thank you. But that's how it starts. That zeal, that passion. What are you passionate about? Because that's the click into your new life. If you have a path that you're going into, is it your passion? Is it something you really want to do? Because that's how you start it. And also, it's very important when you start anything new to first be and gather your feelings about it. Heal what needs to be healed. Because a lot of times in new lives, we have a transition, right? We're in transition. So we might get that chemicalization that we talk about, which is old beliefs and new beliefs coming up against each other. And so sometimes that comes up in grumpiness, illness, confusion. I mean, there's different ways that it can form and take shape. But if you're aware of that, I'm just telling you all right now, I'm aware of mine. I'm completely grumpy when I'm getting into a new level. Very grumpy. So if I'm grumpy, just look at me and say, "No, are you getting to a new level?" And I will look at you probably not very nice at first. And then I'll go, "Yes, thank you for reminding me." So, that happens. And it's our humanness. And we have to allow each other to be human once in a while. More than once in a while. We have to have kindness and gentleness, to be gentle with ourselves so we can be gentle with others, to love ourselves so we can love others. It starts here. That's how it starts. To learn about ourselves so we can learn about others. It starts here. There's also another point I want to make. And I forgot. Oh, yes, that's right. Thank you. We also want to approach it with curiosity and wonder. Why does the unknown have to be bad? Because we're looking at past experiences. We're thinking about past times. We're going into that past, digging into that pain. Oh, what I didn't know what happened. This is what happened. What I did when I knew the unknown, when I saw the unknown, remember, I hit a tree. I don't know. You know, we keep digging that up. We keep digging that up. And what's our third principle? Our thoughts create a reality. So, of course, you're going to get that. Energy goes where energy flows. You're going to get that. But if we stay here in the present and know that all is well, no matter what the outcome, that unknown is full of wonder and excitement and curiosity. There is no limitations but yourself. But yourself. No limitations but yourself. So face that unknown. Okay, here I am. You know, deal with my feelings. I think I'm ready. Yes, I want this. Ask the hard questions of yourself. And then take that first step into the unknown. And know, excuse me, truth. I'm speaking truth. And know that you're going to make mistakes, that you're going to fail, that you're going to have times when it's like, oh my gosh, what did I do? What did I have to sacrifice to do this? Why did I do that? Think about Charles and Myrtle, all of the stuff that they sacrificed. They sacrificed a lot to have a movement, to have unity come about, to be what it is today. Sacrifice isn't good or bad either. It just is. And when you think of it that way, it opens up the road. It takes away that fear. It takes that way of the unknown. Because here's the thing, the unknown is really known. It's really known. You know. You know how you know? Oh, you know how you know. You know how you know because of here. You have the world's best internet, and it's called intuition. You have feelings. You have guidance. So every step you take into facing the unknown, tap into that guidance. Tap into that wisdom. Tap into the presence of God and say, I am guided. And I know I'm guided. And I'm listening. And you will be. But it's getting all the old stuff out of our brains so that we can move forward. So that we can go into that unknown. This week, I guess I need some water. Thank you. See, look, ask and ye shall receive. I didn't even ask. I manifested it. Anyway, so go this week. If you're in the middle of something, even if you're not in the middle of something, go this week forward into the unknown. If there's been a dream of yours that's been out here rummaging around, a vision you might have had, and then you get into reality, I can't do this because of that, I can't do this because of that, I can't do this because of that, I invite you to wipe that all away and get back into that dreaming. Get back into that feeling and that knowing. Oh, wow, that really could feel great. Oh, my gosh. Daydream like you were a little kid. Daydream. Get into that feelings. Be in a meeting and smile and make people wonder what you're smiling about. Because you can do it. You can face the unknown. In every part of your life, you can. And we'll all be right beside you, holding your hand, smiling, saying to you, oh, you must be going to a new level, right? And and we can all go together. Namaste. Thanks. And now is the time when we can support Unity of Omaha and the messages that we give out to the universe. And if you are online, thank you again for being here with us. You can text to give at 402-543-5339 or go to our website or also by the mail. And for those of you in the sanctuary, please come and drop in your tithes and love offerings. And make sure that you take a lovely little affirmation, because that's the universe giving you a message for today. And now let's all go ahead and say the prosperity affirmation together. I live in an abundant universe, and I am prosperous.
It's like you're looking through a telescope. You see where you're gonna be. Growing, getting better. You're not the person they see. Can't be mad at the things you've been through, 'cause they built your muscle. Now you're stronger than you've ever been. They can't stop your hustle.
Your faith ain't never small. That's what brought you this far. See, you've got your dreams and you've got your prayers and you've got your God. He's gonna take you there.
Everybody has a season, and I believe this one's yours, 'cause you've been working, waiting, this what you've been praying for. Go get it, go get it, go get your blessing. Go get it, go get it, go get it.
It's your time.
It's your time. It's your time, yeah.
You were made to live a good life, and that's what I believe. So hit the floor, say your prayers, start working. You've got to do something.
It's alright to crawl before you walk.
Yeah.
It's alright to walk before you run.
Yeah.
You wanna get what you never got, gotta do something that you never done. Go get it, go get it, go get your blessing. Go get it, go get it, go get your blessing. It's your time.
It's your time.
It's your time, yeah.
You've been
And
qualified.
His mercies multiply.
You cannot be
'Cause
denied.
you're finally certified.
It's official.
Go ahead and testify.
He's gonna bless you.
You gon' bless him.
Now God be glorified.
Go get it, go get it, go get your blessing. Go get it, go get it, go get your blessing. It's your time. It's your time. Yeah. Go get it, go get it, go get that blessing. Go get it, go get it, go get your blessing. It's your time. It's your time. It's your time. It's your time.
All right. Please join me in blessing the tithes, talent, and time that has been given to us today as we feel this energy of love and peace and prosperity go in around us, through us, as us. We know that this will go out into our community, out into Omaha, out into Nebraska. And as we build and as we grow and as we are, we know that love and that oneness grows with us. And so it is. Amen. All right. And before we do the prayer of transformation, again, Deb will be in the Peace Chapel. If you do need to be held in prayer, she'll be right after service. Don't forget, there's potluck. There's tons of food out there, so go make it great. And if you have questions for the Q&A town hall, you can eat while we talk. So, all right, let's do the prayer for transformation all together. The light of God is in me. The love of God moves through me. The power of God transforms me. And the presence of God is who I am. Wherever I go, God is, and all is well. Go have a new life.
Thank you.